go from small to big today. So we'll start out in the small pen because what I want to do is bring these cattle out through here. There's no fence out here. So bring them out of the pen and through this gate so that we can work out in the arena. But I'll work her, I'll want to get her comfortable around them first, working and on the same page, listening and responding. And then that way when we bring them out in the open, hopefully we don't have any escape. We can just get them moved straight into here. So if she'll listen, take her commands, she's comfortable, I think we'll be pretty successful at this. So kind of a test once you start going places where there's not as many fences and plenty of places for your livestock to escape. Gives the dog the opportunity to see, number one, that they do have to be in control and that they can lose the cattle. She has lost them before when we went from the arena trying to put them in the small pen. I do think some of that had to do with the fact that she didn't want to go in the small pen to begin with. So we're going to do it the opposite way today. Start off small and go big. Mary. very successful. This gate only opens one way. Down. This gate only opens one way, which really kind of sets up a nice chute here. So this other gate down opens either way, and I'm going to open it in so that there's nothing on this side where my cattle could get behind. Now it may open flush with this, and it will. So I could open it either way. And actually I may go ahead and do that. I may leave it like that. I thought I would open it inward to make it look like an obvious answer for the cattle, but this is good enough because it sits flush. If it didn't open all the way, your cattle can come out and turn and get in there, causing a wreck, right? So you just want to be aware of stuff like that. And then this way, this is better for me because I can grab it and shut it as we're putting the cattle through. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself up as a little bit of a block. So I'm So I've asked her to down. I didn't ask her to get up, so that was just physical pressure and a verbal correction. Verbal correction, and then she started giving me a little space, but she didn't give me the behavior I was looking for. I don't re-cue the down. I just pressure them until they go back into the down, just to reinforce that I didn't ask you to get up. The last thing I asked you to do is down, and you should still be doing that. Anyway, so I'm going to open that gate outwards, and I'm going to step back and put myself here as a little bit of a block. So hopefully the cattle will see me here, and they'll turn that way. They know where the arena is. They should want to go in there. I don't want to have my cattle on this side of the pen when I start to bring them out, because the more times you have to ask them to turn, the harder time you're going to have getting them to participate. Cattle do well when you give them a straight line, a clear answer, and you don't harass them in the process. So I do want my cattle to be on this side. I'm going to send her around, and they're going to start coming out, and I'm just going to be here as a block. Hopefully she continues to do her job. She doesn't try to do my job. So if she does, I would scold her for that. So you can scold them for anything that they're doing that's counterproductive to the work you're trying to get done. So when I open that gate, I'm going to give her a come by. I hope she's going to take it on her own. If I have to step in there and help her, it's going to make it harder, because then I won't be able to block the cattle from this side. So that's going to make her job harder. That means when the cattle come out, I'm going to have to send her around for her to sweep them back into this gate. So we'll just see how it goes. She's working well. She's eager. She's taking commands well this morning, so hopefully she'll just take the combine. And that's her better side usually, so hopefully that works to our advantage as well. You know, if you're really trying to challenge your dog, you can send them on an inside flank, ask her to come between me and the cattle and go on the away. I'm not going to do that with her. It makes more sense to send her on the come by, but you can do that either way. So that's pretty typical of what happens if a dog is really on the heels or really wants to push on the heels. A lot of times your cattle get out in the open and then they just kind of they go in the direction they want to go, and the dog is just continually leaning on them, pushing them forward. So I just went and got another dog, sent him around. Well, hey, knock it off. Huh? Knock it off. Down. Mary. Down. So I sent him around and left her kind of out there just watching. Down. So that she could kind of see and then engage whenever she felt comfortable, and give her the picture that just because she lost him doesn't mean we lost him for good. We are going